Hi guys, are you able to hear me? Hi Anil, good evening. How are you doing, Anil? So we'll start in exactly a minute. You're able to hear me clearly, right? Great. Hi Manish, Desi Chera, Kiran. Okay, so let us begin the session. So, firstly, I want to say hi to all of y'all. My name is Rayoman, and I have been given the responsibility to do a session today in yoga for all of y'all. So, I really thank Bajaj Allianz Life Insurance for having given me this opportunity to able to impart a little bit of knowledge as far as yoga is concerned to all of y'all during such trying times. It's good that Bajaj Allianz Life Insurance is taking this initiative because we all know and they know, who better than Bajaj Allianz Life Insurance. They know that people are going to be bored sitting at home. And I think there are various outlets in which you can actually divert your mind and keep your calm. So I thank them for giving me this opportunity to do a small session on yoga. It's very informative. Watch the session, even though it is short, watch the session right from start to end. And I promise you, you will learn a lot from it. All right. So I will start off with the session with 3 ohms. Okay, so all of y'all can do the session along with me. If somebody is an absolute beginner or has never exercised, you go very, very easy. If there is any pain, if you cannot do a posture, don't do it. No problem. Just listen to what I'm trying to tell you. Try to follow the instructions, and then that's it. If you feel you still can't do it, no problem. You can just observe. Okay. These postures can also be done by your parents, elderly people. It will actually, and you need to encourage them during such a period that they also stay mobile. They are the people who actually need it more. The elderly people become stiff. Rigidity comes into the body because of lack of movement. So ask them also to do a few of the postures, if not all. So I will start off with 3 ohms, followed by a short prayer which is called the Guru Vandana. So the Guru Vandana is basically recited before I start every class, expressing gratitude towards all our teachers, our masters, our gurus, along with your parents who are your greatest teachers. All right. So I'm going to go back on my mat and start off the session. Let's begin. Right. All of you all sit cross legs and move the hips from side to side. Okay. Now push your fingers below the hips and remove the skin out on the other side also. Now why do we remove the skin out, whatever is there, so that you feel your buttock bones, your sit bones, and you are firmly grounded. Once you are firmly grounded, it's very easy for you to lift the spine up. The muscles around the belly are absolutely relaxed. Got it? Now, shake the arms, loosen it up, shrug the shoulders. The arms and the shoulders also have to remain absolutely soft. Got it? Now, join your palms together in front of the chest. Roll your shoulders back, bringing the shoulder blades a little bit closer to each other. Close your eyes, stabilize your breath, both inhalation and exhalation. Slow, soft, deep inhalation and slow, soft, relaxed exhalation. Feel your breath at the tip of the nostrils. Keep the facial muscles soft and relaxed. And mentally prepare yourself to recite Om 3 times. All of us together, we will take a deep breath in and begin. Take a deep breath in, begin. The Guru Vandana. Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Parabrahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Hari Om. Bow your head down, bring the chin close to the chest, drop your palms on your thighs. Take a few moments here, breathe. Inhale, roll your head up and gently open your eyes with a few blinks. Namaste guys, I welcome all of you all to this session which has been basically kind of a session meant only for you all. Bajaj Allianz Life Insurance has given me this opportunity to conduct this session. So I'm going to take you through a few postures and try and understand the subject. Okay? Do whatever you can. Okay? Few things before we start the session. Always breathe through the nose. Always breathe through the nose. So keep your mouth closed and breathe through the nose. Okay? The mouth is not for breathing. The nose is for breathing. A lot of people have a habit of breathing through the mouth. So don't make that mistake, breathe through the nose. Second, I will tell you to flex your foot. Now what do you mean by flexion? Flexion means, now if you look at my foot, this is pointing the foot and this is flexion. So flexion means pulling the toes towards your body. You understand? This is pointing the foot and this is flexing the foot. So flexing the foot means pulling the toes towards the body. You got that? Another thing, from time to time, I'm going to ask you to keep your foot absolutely straight. Now, normally when we stand, how do we stand? We stand very casually. We stand in a position where the toes are moving out and the thighs are rolling out. But this is not correct. If I ask you to do forward bend or any other posture, then the pull on the spine is incorrect. Okay? So, foot has to be straight. Toes have to be slightly in. Can you see my feet? Absolutely straight. It's not so. Supposing this is my foot, don't let the toes be out, slightly inside. And the last point, okay, look at my thighs. I'm going to tell all of you all to tighten the thighs. Understood? So tighten the thighs means pulling the kneecaps up firmly. Got it? So you have to tighten the thighs. Okay, so we start off with the session. You can keep a blanket or a folded towel with you, because that will help you to protect your knees. Whenever we kneel down on the knees, if it hurts your knee, you can take a blanket. Alright? So, first posture is called the child's pose. Got it? So, join the toes, leave enough gap between the knees so that the upper body can be accommodated. Now, lengthen the spine. While you lengthen the spine, maintain that, okay, and start walking forward with your hands. Walk forward, walk forward. See how I am lengthening my spine. Now, rest your forehead down. Now, those of you who cannot touch the forehead down due to stiffness in the groin or the hips, or you have a big belly, Then you can take a blanket and place it in the front, increase the height. You can even take a fat book and place it here and rest your forehead down. Got it? Now in my case I don't need it, so I'm just gonna rest my forehead down. Keep walking forward with your palms. When you know you can't stretch any further, start pushing the chest down close to the floor. Can you see this? Push the chest down, but make sure the elbows are not touching the ground. Okay. Hands absolutely straight, chest is pushed down. Moment you push your chest down, what happens to the dorsal spine? The shoulder blades move closer to each other. So you're also working on your spine completely. You're not just lengthening, but you're also trying to work on the upper back muscles. Breathe here, stay here for a few seconds. Now slowly inhale, come up. Bring the knees together. Bring the knees together, but do not shift your hands, do not shift your feet. Now look at your feet. Look at my feet. Invert your feet, go on your toes and push the knees off the floor. Got it? Now I have already told you to keep the foot absolutely straight and the thighs absolutely tight. What do I mean by thighs tight? Pulling the kneecaps up. I already came there and I showed it to you, right? So first we start off by stretching the lower body. Lower body means below the waist. So you push your heel as high as possible and then try to push this tailbone up towards the ceiling. So see how I am pushing? Push. Can you see? Push. Thighs tight. Now slowly start lowering the heels. And try to see if you can touch the heels on the floor. If you cannot touch the heels on the floor, it's absolutely okay. I'm going to move a little ahead, I think yes. Okay, if you cannot touch the heels on the floor, it's okay. But the foot has to be straight and the thighs have to remain absolutely firm. Now we've stretched the lower body. Now we'll focus on the upper body. So press into the palms, engage the shoulders, move the crown of the head inside. Can you see this? Move the crown of the head inside and stay there. Now, you don't look at the floor. If you are looking at the floor, if you see my neck, it is shortening. Okay? So you lengthen the neck by looking at your thighs. Stay there for a few seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep breathing. Don't hold your breath. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Slowly bend the knees. Inhale and sit up. Breathe. Now, these two postures, before every class, I make sure that we do these two postures. Firstly is to stretch the spine, okay, like this. That is called the child's pose, Balasana. And the second one is the downward dog, where you form like a mountain. Okay, both these postures are like a warm-up. You are preparing the body for all advanced postures, okay, more intense stretches. So these two postures are very important for you to begin with. It opens up the body. Got it? Now, I'm going to show you a standing posture wherein you feel the sides. We all have problems related to the waist, correct? So there is a lot of flat here, muscles are weak. Why does the flat accumulate? Because these muscles are weak, there is no exercise. So this is the best way to exercise your side. So spread the legs. How wide? Lift your hands up. The feet will be directly below your palms. Got it? Now bring the hands down once you've taken the distance. Hands on the waist. Now look at my right foot. I open up my right foot sideways. Now the left foot. Push the left heel out. Now moment I push the left heel out, what happens to the hip? The hip falls forward, correct? So there is displacement of the hip. There is no proper alignment. I am halfway facing towards you, halfway facing in this direction. That is not correct. I will hold my waist and be facing towards you. So I am feeling my pelvic bone right here, my waist bone, and facing forward. Got it? Now see, it is straight. Now you are properly aligned. Now tighten the thighs, lift your hand up, Now push this arm, the right hand slightly forward and then rest your hand on the leg. Other hand goes up. So look at both my hands in one line and stay there. Thighs tight, huh? 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep pushing your left hand up towards the ceiling. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Slowly inhale and come back. Exhale, hands. Do you feel the stretch here? Correct? And you will also feel it here on the waist. Okay. Now hands on the waist. Turn your right foot again inside. Now on the other side. Left foot. Turn. Right heel pushed out. Got it? Again turn the pelvis. Thighs tight. Inhale, hands up. Extend and rest your hand. Other hand goes up. Keep breathing. 1, 2, 3, 4. Don't let your chest and shoulder collapse. Not like this, okay? 5, 6. Feel the stretch. 7, 8, 9. Are you guys breathing? 10. And stretch. Inhale. Come back. Up. Exhale. Hands down. Bring the foot back in. And hands on your waist. Now you don't jump. Okay? Or you don't lift one leg like this. That is dangerous. Especially for our parents. So how do you come back in? Move in. Move in. Move in. This is safe. Safety first. Alright. Always. Okay? Now, we did the standing posture. Now I want you to sit down. Okay? We will first again go back on the spine. The lower back muscles have to be released. So, simply sit cross legs. Very, very simple posture. Take your right hand, place it behind. Between the two hips. Okay? You have the right hip and the left hip. So, between the two hips, place your hand. Now, straighten the body. Lift the chest up. Inhale. Left hand up. Now, see how I am stretching my rib cage, my spine. I am lifting. Exhale, throw the arm across on your right thigh. Now use your left hand and rotate the chest and shoulders. So if I am facing you, I am going to turn. So for example, see, I am facing this side. Now I will be turning towards you. See this? Can you see me? Inhale, exhale and pull, rotate. Can you see this? Nice twist. And the twist happens from the base of the spine, not just the chest and shoulder, from here. So you will feel a nice twisting action. Now this posture is extremely good for people with lower back problems, stiff back. It releases the spine, very safe. Okay? Also, it gives a nice massage to the internal organs, the kidney, liver, pancreas, esophagus. Okay? What happens is, due to the twisting, inhale, hands up, exhale, come down. Due to the twisting action, there is extreme contraction, and when you release, there is a lot of blood flow. You understand? So, for better functioning of all the organs, what do you need? You need proper oxygen and you need proper blood flow. You understand? That's how stretching helps. Now the left hand behind, right hand goes up, throw it across. Rotate the chest and shoulder. Now, sometimes you may feel a crackle also in your lower back. That is excellent. If there is a crackle, that is extremely good. Turn. Keep breathing. Do not hold your breath. How will you breathe? Slow, soft, deep inhalation. Slow, soft, relaxed exhalation. I hope everybody is doing good. Lovely. Breathe. Keep breathing. Keep breathing. Keep breathing. Slowly, your hand has to be right between the two hips. Okay? Inhale, lift your hand up and come back. Relax. So you feel the stretch around the abdomen area, the lower back, the lumbar spine. Got it? Lovely. Now, again we will continue with the hamstring and the back. but I'm going to teach you a very, very safe way in which you can do it. So, bring both legs together and move the hip from side to side. Move the hip from side to side. Lovely. Why do we move the hip from side to side? To ensure that both the legs are well aligned. One leg is not long and the other one is not falling short. Okay? Now, when we sit like this. Correct? Your spine has to be up. So firstly, we'll deal with the legs and then we'll come to the spine. Got it? So, I told you to keep the foot flexed and thighs tight. So, tighten the thighs, flex the foot. Got it? Now, it's not like this. Got it? Pull the toes towards your body. Now, without disturbing the right leg, simply bend the left leg and place the left heel in the root of the right leg. Root of the right leg meaning in the groin of the opposite leg. Got it? Now, again check. Is your thigh tight? Is your foot flexed? If it is, keep it that way. Now, place the hands behind the hips. Now, push with your hands to lengthen the spine. Can you see what I did? I simply lengthened my spine. I am pushing myself up so that my chest moves up. The spine moves up. Got it? Foot flexed. Thighs tight. Now maintain this. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, look down and try to touch your toes. Now when you touch if you can touch your toes, lovely. Try to bring the forehead close to the knee. Alright? So what is going to happen? The thigh will come close to the stomach and press the stomach. So it's also good for the stomach muscles. Okay? Now those of you who have got a weak back, okay, go easy. Who cannot touch the toes, who are extremely stiff, like for example our parents, as they grow old, they become very stiff. Their knees also hurt. So look down and pulse forward and back. But you are not rounding off the back. The objective is to lengthen the spine. So imagine there is a person standing a little away from you. You need to tap hands with him. Okay? So you go forward and back, and forward and back. Got it? See how I am lengthening. I am not doing this. Got it? This is incorrect. This will throw more pain on the spine. Spine erect. No problem. Even if it is a little distance, that's okay. Alright? Once you are holding it here, stretch your hands forward. Inhale, come up. Exhale, come down. Relax. Got it? Now, straighten this leg. Now we do it on the other side. Bend the leg. Foot flexed. Push. Inhale. Exhale. Lovely. Hold the toes. Now for some people, if you cannot reach the toes, but you want to try and make it a little difficult, make it intense, yeah, I have a piece of cloth. Okay. I will take a piece of cloth and place it here. Can you see? Now I can pull. 1, 2. But the thigh has to be firm. Foot has to be flexed. That is important. 3. Got it? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. Lovely. Release. Okay. Keep it by the side. Now, we targeted the back also. Now I want you to sit like this. Join the soles of the feet. We want to target the groin and the hip also. Both these areas are very crucial, right? Most often we are very stiff here. So join the soles of the feet. Okay, but keep the heels away from the groin. Now place your elbows 5 fingers above the knee. Both the elbows. Do not shift your elbows. Hold on to your ankles. Now use your shoulder and your arm strength to press the thighs down. Can you see how I am pressing the thighs down? And simultaneously try to lengthen the spine again. Okay, don't round it off. And try to bring the forehead close to the feet. 1, 10 repetitions. 2, keep pushing the legs down. 3, keep breathing. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. Inhale, come up. Now bring the heels close to the groin, as close as possible. as close as possible. Excellent. Now interlace your fingers and place them below the feet. Got it? See, my spine is also erect. Okay, shoulders and arms are loose. Now, like a butterfly, pulse. 1, faster. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20. Lovely. Release the legs and stretch the legs. Here you will feel the release, correct? It is an intense stretch. It may take months also for you to improve. Okay? Change. Keep shifting. I forgot to tell you one thing. For those of you who cannot sit down like this properly, they are in this position because of a lot of stiffness. What you can do, you can take a nice thick blanket and then increase the height of your spine. So now if I sit on the blanket, when I sit on the blanket, what happens? My spine is lifted up. So supposing this is my spine, my hip, and these are my knees. Okay, the moment I push my hip up, the knees drop down. So now I'm much more comfortable. I won't be sitting like this. Now my legs will drop down further. Understood? So this is a very good posture to open up the groin. Okay, especially for pregnant women. Alright. Okay. Now, you will lie down. Got it? Now, this next exercise, you need a dupatta, okay, or a yoga belt, or a normal ordinary belt, or a piece of cloth will also do. But you need a longer piece of cloth. Okay, this is little small, this is too small, whatever is available, I just got it from here. But a little longer, you will require it. Okay, so now see what you are supposed to do. This exercise is extremely beneficial for our parents. Why? Because they've got extremely weak knees. Understood? So by doing this exercise, by doing this posture, it will really give them a lot of relief to the knees. Understood? If they do it daily, there will be no problem with your knees. Except for if there is a cartilage problem, then it's a different thing. But this will definitely give them a lot of relief to the knees. Now, when you lie down, always take a blanket and then lie down. So, when I lie down, I place the blanket below the head, below the neck, but also covering the ball of the neck, the bony area. So, I am going to see that the lower edge of the blanket is touching my shoulder. Alright? The lower edge of the blanket is touching my shoulder. Now, both legs bent, straight, feet together. I have this with me right by the side. Now I start by bending my right leg. Now take this piece of cloth, okay, and lift your head and throw it below the foot, the soles of the foot, right at the center. Can you see? Right at the center. Now, with both hands, pull the leg. Now when you are stretching the right leg, don't forget about the left leg. Understood? The left leg should be straight. It cannot bend. Okay? You have to be focusing on both the legs remaining absolutely straight. So from here, okay, I pull this leg and with resistance, slowly, okay, if I feel it is too tight, I will slowly release the piece of cloth and straighten the leg. Can you see this? My left leg is also straight. Right leg is also straight. Now what is important? Look at the heel. It is relaxing. You have to push the heel up. So see how I am extending my heel. Push the heel up. Now when I do this flexion of the foot, you will feel an intense pull at the back of the leg. But this is extremely good. It may be painful here while you are doing the posture, but it is for your own good. If you hold it for a minute, lovely. Hold it for a few seconds. And then slowly you will come back down exactly in the same manner. Release. Straighten the leg. Now, again, feet together. Bend your left leg. Lift your head up. Bring the piece of cloth right here. Lie down. Pull right here. My right leg is absolutely straight. Foot is flexed. Straighten this leg. Straighten this leg. Okay, for some people this may be too tough, so they will have to take a longer belt and stay here. Can you see this? Even here is okay, whatever extent you can do. Okay, foot flex. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. Slowly release and relax. Excellent. Lovely. Now this has already stretched your hamstring. Now one last exercise that I want you to learn, which is again very good for the lower back, very good for the hip also, okay, is to lie down straight. Can you see this? Lie down straight. Hands wide. Shoulder level. Bend your right leg and place your right foot over the thigh. Left thigh. Not on the knee, above the knee. Now throw the right leg, if this is my right leg, throw the right leg onto the left hand side. Now when you throw the leg onto the left hand side, my right shoulder will tend to go off the floor, but you have to ground it. And then slowly, if there is distance, if you are unable to go down, use your left hand and press this knee down. Head in the opposite direction. Got it? Slowly come back and release. Now you see, you will get a better view when I do it on the other side. Okay, now see, this is extremely good. Even lying down on the bed, if you feel there is a lot of stiffness, do these exercises first. Okay, it really helps you. So hands wide, I bend my left, I place it on the thigh and I am throwing it across. Now see what happens to my shoulder, it may go off the floor. So first priority is to keep the shoulders down. Okay, now my leg is still up in the air. Use your right hand and press the left leg down. Can you see? It's a beautiful stretch on the hip and the waist. So it relaxes the muscles of the spine. Breathe. And slowly release. Now how do you sit up? How do you sit up is very important. Okay, so I'm going to teach you how to sit up. Turn with your chest and your shoulder and the knees simultaneously on the right hand side. Can you see? Now take a moment over here. Breathe. Okay, now inhale, push up and sit up. Now wait again. Even when you sit up, you don't immediately stand up and start walking. You will get a blackout. The oxygen supply has to reach the head, especially with our parents and people having low blood pressure. Understood? Okay, now let me come closer. Great. So these were a few postures that I wanted to show you. I hope you all enjoyed the session as much as I did. And again, I would like to thank Bajaj Allianz Life Insurance for giving me this opportunity to reach out to you. And they also wanted to convey this message that you don't stop thinking, right, when you're sitting at home. So why do you stop focusing on your goals and your dreams? Progressively focus on what you have to do constructively. Sitting at home also, you can focus on learning a lot of good things. Understood? So thank you guys once again. And if you want to have more of these sessions, you can follow me on Instagram. I do free sessions, online sessions, morning and evening for regular students as well as for senior citizens. The class is very different, okay? For senior citizens, it is very mild and gentle. You can encourage your parents. And for regular students, all of you can join in, and they are absolutely free. It happens morning and evening. So if you follow me and if you send me a message, I will send you all the details. My Instagram handle is by my name, my full name, Rayoman Sarwala. Okay, RAYOMAND, and my last name is SIRVALA. Got it? So thank you once again, guys. I hope you all enjoyed the session. And with gratitude, I bow my head down and stay safe, stay happy, and keep smiling. Bye, guys. Thank you.